All right, so one more little thing to get you ready for Free Comic Book Day this Saturday, May 7th. Remember the show, the Geek Speak Radio Show. We're going to be in Concord, Flying Colors Comics, and other cool stuff with Joe Field, good friend of the show. He's going to have some special guests. One of them is on the phone with us right now. That's artist Jeff Bonivert. Jeff, welcome to the Geek Speak Radio Show.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on.
Good to be here.
Yeah. So before we get to the Free Comic Book Day stuff, let's talk a little bit about you. On your Facebook page, it says that you are a technical illustrator at the Lawrence Livermore Lab. Can you tell me what exactly that means? Because it just sounds like a really cool title.
It is a cool title. It's a job with a lot of variety. We do a lot of publications. We do a lot of poster presentations. We handle the web part of our website at the laboratory. It's a lot of illustration. I do a lot of cartooning, but also a lot of work using Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, PowerPoint, Word, Dreamweaver. List goes on and on. So there is some good old hand-drawn stuff. Most all of it's on the computer. But yeah, we're the sort of the advertising part of the laboratory to advertise what we do here, the mission, and that's done through the web, through publications, video, all of that.
Yeah, like I said, it just sounded like a cool title to me. The technical illustrator at the Lawrence Livermore Lab.
And it does fit. It does fit. It's a lot. Most of it is, fairly technical. But yeah, it does. It is a job title that does fit the job.
Speaking of illustrating, a lot of our listeners remember you from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and the Fun Boys, of course. What other projects are you working on now?
Currently, in the recent history, this year, last year, in the past few years, have been working for Graphic Classics, which is a anthology book, a very nice graphic novel, softbound, square-bound type book, where each issue is dedicated maybe to Edgar Allan Poe, H.P. Lovecraft, and everybody gets a little Lovecraft story or a little Poe story to illustrate. So I've done several issues of that, and currently I have some things I've been shopping around, short stories and a couple of longer projects. The Andrews Abduction, the story of a family on the brink of ruin, a crappy marriage saved by an alien abduction is the short description. And then the other is a zombie fight, which is a zombie fight. 2 zombies, 1 woman, may the best zombie win. That's another short version of the description. So that's what the current hot topics in my life are those 2 longer versions. And then possibly doing some work for Bela Lugosi's Tales from the Grave, which is a new publication just out. Second issue is coming out soon, but there should be some future work there. So that's what I've been pretty much up to.
The classics, is that like in a graphic novel form or what is that? It is?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. They're getting into some color now. Most all of them are black and white, which is fine with me, but yeah, Tom Pomblum, the publisher, has been doing some color books, really nice color books, again with the anthology and pick one author and then break that up for several artists to illustrate. So yeah, it's a really nice package, and you should see those at Flying Colors on Saturday. Another
reason to go. Yeah, I agree with you though. With the class, especially the Edgar Allan Poe stories and H.P. Lovecraft's, those do need to be in black and white just to get the effect.
Yeah, and the turtle work I did, of course, several years ago, back in the heyday. IDW is coming back with the Turtles, and one thing that was never published was a 72-page. I'll call it a graphic novel. I don't know if 72 pages rates as a graphic novel, but it's a 72-page Casey Jones Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle story that is complete, but was shelved when Kevin and Peter decided to do some other things. So I'm hoping to get that back out into the light at IDW. It's just sitting in my studio waiting for the day. But and in fact, if you want to see it, it is on the Flying Colors website. all 72 pages, black and white. Hopefully maybe this year I'll get it out there.
Yeah, if you guys want to see that, the Flying Colors website is linked up to ours, geekspeakradioshow.com. Go to the links, and, well, you guys know where it is because you've been there before. Speaking of Flying Colors, you're co-creator and designer of Captain Four Color, which is Flying Colors' official superhero, I guess. What
mascot?
Who came up with it, and how did you come up with it?
Well, I do work for Joe in the store for the website. We do the calendar every year now for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For the past 5 years, we do a calendar, and Joe lets me put stuff out there on the web when I come up with an idea that's store-oriented. Whatever stories I come up with, it always has to do with, always involves a store. And one day I came up with this thing, Captain Four Color, and presented it to Joe, and yeah, let's put that on the web, and that all for fun. His main job, his only job, is to protect comic books and comic book readers. Yeah, if you're going to put a costume on, you better have a very definitive job, and that's his, protecting comics and all those who read them. Exactly what his origin is a bit of a mystery. The resemblance between Captain Four Color and Joe, is it a coincidence? We don't know. But at some point, someday, where he came from and will be revealed as soon as I figure that out. But for now, yeah, he just he is the mascot, and he has that job. Which if you're collecting comic books, you know sometimes it's not so easy. You could use a Captain Four Color maybe. But yeah, we have some pretty fun things planned for him.
Yeah, it's just funny how we have
some great shirts.
Yeah, it's funny how we've never seen Joe and Captain Four Color in the same place at the same time.
Never. So, but that's kind of. It was like started as a fun thing, and it's grown a bit. So yeah, that's where he comes from.
A place where you will see not only Joe Field but everybody else. Jeff. Also appearing there will be Mick Gray, and I think Steve Monk is going to be there, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
That will be this Saturday, May 7th, Flying Colors Comics in Concord. Again, the links are up on geekspeakradioshow.com. One of the special things on sale, because it's always a big party, Joe tells us all the time, free comic book day at the store, but this year, more than ever, 10 years, one of the things that will be on sale is a Captain Four Color print done by you and Mick Gray. Talk about that.
Well, Joe asked if we could maybe do something special. Joe was really good about taking something, making it a little bit more special. Free Comic Book Day at his store is a phenomenon. It's a huge party. It's just great. So I came up with a design, a print, 12 by 18, full color print, celebrating the day, Free Comic Book Day, celebrating the free comics and all those who love them. And the centerpiece is Captain Four Color. So I penciled that, and my style is sometimes described as wonky, sometimes very individualized, very illustrative. I knew that Mick would do a great job inking it. I knew he'd do a super pro job on it. But I have to tell you, this thing is amazing. I don't want to toot my own horn. I want to toot Mick's on the inking on this thing. It's his inking on my pencils, but you see both of us. It's a great mashup. I'm super happy about it because I wasn't sure, as individual maybe as my work is, if somebody would look at that and just not know what to do with it. But he knew exactly what to do with it. So it's a great blend. It's pure comic book art. If I can again toot my own horn, yeah. Wait till you see this thing. It's pretty nice, and super kudos to Mick Gray on the inking. I love it.
Yeah, and all of you will be able to see it this Saturday at Flying Colors Comics in Concord for Free Comic Book Day. It'll be on sale, limited edition. How limited are we talking here?
I believe it's 100.
Another reason to get there early. There you go. And you both of you guys will sign it if somebody asks.
Sure. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, limited to 100, and the proceeds go to the Hero Initiative.
Right, and everybody knows about that. We had a big Hero Initiative Day here on the show, so everybody knows what that is.
Yeah, great cause.
Yeah. So again, that is this Saturday, May 7th, Free Comic Book Day, the 10th one at Flying Colors Comics in Concord. We will be there. Joe, of course, will be there. Everybody's going to be there. So make sure you get there early. Again, now there's another reason to get there early. Limited to 100 Jeff Bonivert and Mick Gray prints featuring, as a centerpiece, Captain Four Color.
I suspect it'll be a collector's item.
Yeah, me too.
I suspect.
Is there anywhere where our listeners can follow your comic work, like a blog or anything?
Well, I got my Facebook page. Currently, that keeps me pretty busy between everything else, but it is a place where I put up the pencils and the inks, and I have stuff from back in the day. I have stuff from, just the current stuff I'm working on. It's a great thing to have to show people what's in progress and get on there and just comment and let people know what's going on. So if anybody wants to hook up to my, request my friendship, please do so. I've got tons of stuff on there. And, look out for the Graphic Classics. They have a website, and it's clear which issues I am in. Also, hope to see the Andrews abduction soon in Zombie Fight. So, that's where you'll find me.
Let me ask you, since you're doing a zombie thing now, too. I had a chance to talk to Robert Kirkman at WonderCon. And then I also met some guys who are doing an online zombie movie. I asked Robert Kirkman and those guys. So let me ask you, why are zombies everywhere all of a sudden? Why the obsession with zombies?
I think zombies are like clay. Robert Kirkman can do his thing all the way back to Night of the Living Dead, and you can take that basic premise and do something different than what's being done with The Walking Dead. Mm-hmm. There's similarities. I mean, a zombie is a zombie, but then you can throw in your own 2 cents on top of that and come up with something similar a little bit. I mean, it's a zombie, but different. Mine is 2 zombies that fight over, a real fleshy woman, not a zombie. That's my take on it. Yeah, there's lots of zombies. They want to eat brains. But then I veer off into my own direction with this girl one of the survivors, and how she wants to desperately maintain the lifestyle she had before the zombie infestation. Also, she's looking for and hunting for her husband, who had been turned into a zombie, and before she leaves this city of zombies, she's going to find her husband that she loves very much and blow his brains out so he can rest in peace. And after that,
or rest in pieces,
however they land, however many pieces, gonna box them up, bury, business done, and move on. But she cannot move on until she takes care of her husband. So there's some romance in there.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying. They are like clay, that you can do your own version, really. And really, what Robert Kirkman's doing and what these guys with the Help I'm Alive online movie, they add zombies, like you said, but they are completely different. And what is yours called again, Jeff?
Zombie Fight.
Okay, when can we expect it?
Yeah, can't commit to a date, but can I say really soon?
Coming soon. Just put it that way.
Coming soon.
Yeah.
Coming soon. And again, at my Facebook page, there's a bunch of examples of the artwork and the girl, the lead character, the girl. And again, also, I like a lot of humor in my stuff. So in a zombie movie, you can put a lot of humor in it. So, but I think that's why they're so popular, because you can really, they're very bendable.
Sometimes literally.
Yes.
With your okay, Jeff, can I link up your Facebook on our main website?
Sure.
Yeah, so if you guys want to follow Jeff's work, right on there, I'll put up on the links and you guys can go on there. So Jeff Bonivert again, this Saturday, May 7th at Flying Colors Comics, and you can follow all his work on the Facebook page, where I will link up in a few minutes. Jeff, thanks a lot for coming on, and we'll see you on Saturday.
Thank you, Henry.